Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4 Survival. I'm back at Longfellow's cabin. Um, I'm almost done in Far Harbor. Um, I'm still on the Reformation quest, which is part of the peaceful resolution that you can get when you do this DLC. Um, However, there's a few different things that I need to do before I leave Far Harbor. Well, I am going to leave Far Harbor at some point, but and come back with Nick Valentine to talk to KYE 1.1. But for now, I'm going to do the Cliff's Edge Hotel location, which involves a quest also. So I'm going to head there right now. Alright, so Pearl is right over here.
The hotel staff really needs to do something about the lobby. I should warn you, some of the other hotel guests are a bit, rowdy. I was forced to defend myself when a few became a bit handsy, shall we say. The registered patrons are in a more exclusive area of the hotel, though, and do not associate with this sort of rabble. Shall we be off?
What do you mean the other patrons are rowdy?
I had not been in this part of the hotel for some time. Perhaps there is some sort of sporting event that has them agitated. Several of them tried to grab me and, well, their clothing was certainly not suitable for polite company. Shall we be off?
Yeah, let's go.
Very good. This way.
Wow, I have a lot of ammo for my gun. That's probably what's weighing me down more than usual.
Drat! The elevators seem to be out of order on this level. We'll have to take the long way around.
I hear a turret. Maybe it's upstairs. Alright. Storage closet. I guess Pearl handled the ghoul upstairs. Yeah. More money. Nice.
Got it.
Good stuff. Okay. Grit and cats. That's a pretty rare drop. I don't know why. I saw briefly the icon for a mine show up, like a mine about to blow up. It's strange. Yeah, I'll be right with you. Oh yeah. I think shooting at? Oh. Yeah, I didn't need to pick up that flame refuel. That's going to weigh me down for nothing. Okay. Trapper's note. Ah, okay. Gear thing, which means that it is a vault over here, yeah. Yeah, I need a hot plate for copper, mainly. That's for oil. Okay. Oh. Yes, purified water. Oh, hi. I was wondering what I was stepping on. Alright, level 89. So I can start putting points into sniper. First things, you know, hold your breath longer. That's not so bad. Chance of knocking down your target, so that's pretty good because my rifle is scoped, and scoped rifles gain plus 25% accuracy to headshots and VATS. So yeah, I'm going to start putting points in here. Are those empty bottles? I think they are. Yes. Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna have a ton. Cool. Because I was running out of purified water. Well, not anymore, but yeah. At least I'll be able to put some more water in that. Sorry about that, I had to swap controllers. So thankfully this is still considered an outside location, so I'm still benefiting from solar powered, so my health and rads are slowly healing up. I think one of these rooms has a bed somewhere. I'm gonna sleep if I do find one. Maybe this room.
That's it.
Nope. No, I'm dead, Mr. Hand. Okay. There's a bed here, but I can't sleep in it. Yeah. Alright. Mutant Slayer's calibrated, powerful lever action rifle. Yeah, that's kind of cool. If you're dealing with super mutants, I guess. I'm not particularly a fan of the lever action rifle, just because of the slow reload animation. But I thought I was seeing something on the floor there, or the stairs. Pre-war money. That's just pro. Alright, so we're getting close to being able to enter the vault here.
This elevator leads to the exclusive area of the hotel. You should feel quite privileged that they will be allowing you in.
I'm still hearing... oh. Okay, so those are the machine gun turrets.
After you. The elevator is right there.
Okay. You coming or?
After you. The elevator is right there.
Yeah, there's some possibility sometimes that this quest bugs out, so I want to be able to save before I start it, so I'm just going to be on the lookout for a bed. What's my carrying capacity right now? Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave the Abraxo here. Fuses don't weigh too much. Flip lighters. I think I have more than enough empty bottles now. Hot plate, that's always good. Alright. Yeah, so here's the vault door controls. This is Vault 118.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118, your home away from home, underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
It's me, Pearl. I've returned with the investigator.
Let me just get the door for you. It's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents and they're very worried.
Okay, and let's ask for money.
Let's talk about my compensation first.
Very well. Consider this a retainer.
Okay. And
Have a look at the crime scene for clues. When you're ready, we can discuss your findings. They're at the crime scene again. Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me,
I
detective.
shall return to my workstation and allow you to take things from here.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see the glory of the thing? The artistry?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avita. Have you no respect?
I'm just saying that at least he had the decency to make a spectacle of it. There is nothing worse
Please,
than a
if I may.
That's what
I
this
could
is
just
to you.
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting. But the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you.
Right. So, inspect the crime scene. There's a blood stain here.
Yes.
Okay.
A baseball bat. What is this doing here?
Have a look at the crime scene for clues. When you're ready, we can discuss your findings. You are free to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
Okay. Search the crime scene for clues.
Is this blood?
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the Vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died, and then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Alright, I'd really like to find a bed, so let me just, before I talk to anybody else, let me see. So this is the exit zone. Security. Yeah. The beds are most likely in rooms. Yeah, that's the exit. Okay, can't open that. This is Pearl's place. A bunch of clothing items. And like, what's that? I can't really interact with it. It's supposed to be like a mirror. It's like a shop, I guess. Yeah.
Welcome to the Vault 118 gift shop. Looking for a gift to bring back to that special someone?
Did you have any thoughts on the case?
I'm afraid not, Detective. We're really at a loss, which is why I was sent to find you. Forgot a personal item at home.
What have you got?
Keepsakes, hunting equipment, and a variety of small personal items. Need to restock on hunting or fishing supplies?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Something for everyone.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, so she carries most of the basic stuff. Request for a detective. Yeah. Oh, she sells ballistic fiber. That's interesting. Yeah, well, the Dapper Gent. That's a unique hat. Reduces damage from robots by 15%. Gives you 2 charisma too. And it does have damage resistance and energy resistance, so that's pretty good. Right, so I'll just buy the ammo for now. Alright. Oh yeah, that's the
He deserved better than that.
You think I'm stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You gonna tell me that's nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl.
But now the law is on our tail. What are we going to do?
Come away with me. Let's leave this dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No, 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 no. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. 2 lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
God, why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Ugh, fine. I'm going to the beach.
This shovel was used to break ground for the Cardoza Medical Research Center in Venezuela. The funding and management of the construction was overseen by Mr. Ezra Parker. Pirate hat. Okay. So it is very similar to the captain's hat, except no damage or no damage resistance, just +1 charisma. Yeah. Okay. Pygmy skulls from the Abadubu tribe from the Congo, presented to Mr. Ezra Parker, and thanks for saving the tribe from a man-eating tiger while on safari. And these are all plastic skulls, by the way. If you open up the case, I'll open it right now.
Yes. Are these plastic? Why would he have plastic skulls?
Crystal decanter presented to Dame Petra Horvat at her engagement party. She died in a tragic car accident a month before she and Mr. Parker were to be wed. This engraved pocket watch was awarded to Mr. Parker by Modern Industrialist in 2075 when he was selected for their list of the top 10 up-and-coming venture capital managers. And this thing... In June of 2072, Mr. Ezra Parker prevented the assassination of Viscount Sergei Urbanos by diving between him and the shooter. The silver locket kept in his breast pocket deflected the bullet and saved his life.
Sweet.
These are just books. A billiard table. And there's no plaques for these. But yeah, it's just clothing items.
Got it.
Road goggles. Yellow flight helmet. Mechanic jumpsuit. And these swords.
Sweet.
Chinese officer sword, revolutionary sword, and a combat knife. Hey, a bed. Vault Overseer. Vault 118 Overseer.
Perfect.
Alright, so I will definitely sleep here. So that way, if the quest screws up, I'll be able to reload. Good stuff. Okay, let's go talk to McKinney.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, as you probably know, I'm an actor. I don't like to brag about it, but my last picture, The Fighting Furies, it topped the box office.
All right. This must be Gilda's room. This is all considered stealing. Okay, and this must be Keith's room. Yep, with all the weights. Oh yeah, I need to come back here later. There's going to be a robot, or a robo-brain. Let's go talk to Santiago. So he's this way, I think.
Absolutely inspiring.
Well.
If it isn't the long arm of the law, tell me, are you in the forte of the arts? Does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom?
Art is life. Without it, we are no different than animals.
Perhaps, if all we are is a sentient floating metal, I suppose, then art is the only true communion with the world. Come with me. Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
It's about composition, the balance of colors and emotions, and the struggle to maintain internal order.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself. This way. Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction, no up or down, the world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend. And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
It's a metaphor. A young creature grappling with ideas it doesn't possess the capability to understand.
Intriguing. The mind will superimpose meaning where none was intended. I had not considered it. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I take the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man? Huh? Ah, my fellow connoisseur of the arts. Here to see my latest work.
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus's torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as as I can with the time that I have.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not that brute actor.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Alright. So we have two new people to talk to. Well, yeah, there's the Riggs. So they are located in here, if I remember. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Who's a pretty kitty?
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh
Of
man,
course.
I never saw these urns
Just
before.
let me have a look at the neural interface matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
No, it's not that. I've just caught another goal. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh God, not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick, Bert. Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana. Whatever.
dear.
I'm going to the lab. Hello, detective. Did you need something?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, detective?
Okay.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Oh, well, that's not really my field of expertise, but I'm sure there are probably some clues at the crime scene. Oh, was there something else, detective?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. I'm not sure what else to say, really. Oh, was there something else, detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first robo-brains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you. Oh, was there something else, detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Oh, wonderful. No one else here really wants to talk about it. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and the reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Was there something else, detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'm afraid that's really all I should say about it. I mean, it is still classified, but I wanted to help with the investigation. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Robo-brains have a voice modulator. Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually. I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Maybe later.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, Detective.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Okay.
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Alright, so we haven't spoken to Gilda. Gilda's at the beach, so let's go to the beach. Yeah, I don't know if the items from here are going to become, you know, not stealable, but... Alright. The beach is right over here. Kind of,
Well now, if it isn't the brave detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far too long.
Can we talk about the murder?
Oh, boo, you're no fun.
oh, did I miss
Suppose
out
we
on
can
the
talk about the
flirting?
case unless you'd rather hear some stories from my acting career.
I must say, you're quite the actress.
What can I say? It just comes naturally. Care to hear some of my stories, Detective?
Have you ever done radio? Your voice is quite enchanting.
Well, darling, play your cards right, and maybe I'll whisper some sweet nothings in your ear. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
I must say, I've known flesh and blood girls who aren't half the woman you are.
Keep it up, Tiger, and we'll find out if you can handle how much woman I am. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
Why don't we grab a bottle of wine and go watch the sunset?
Sounds good, Detective. That was great, Detective, but we probably shouldn't make a habit of this. Catch you later, Tiger. Hey there, Tiger. Here for more stories about my acting career, or something else?
Tell me something.
Sure, darling. What did you need?
I found Keith's baseball bat at the scene of the murder. Any thoughts on how it got there?
I don't know, Detective. I can't really imagine Keith killing Ezra. Did you need something else?
I've gotten the impression you've had an affair with Santiago.
Look, I love Keith, I do. but sometimes he just can't give me the attention I need. The girl gets lonely, Detective. It only lasted a few dozen years. The man's a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp if we're going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset. Did you need something else?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen a woman go off like that since Teresa Dubois fired her costume designer. But to get back to your question, it was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the Overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though. Did you need something else?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Well, it is a bit strange how obsessed Santiago has been with the murder. I mean, he's always been a bit obsessive, though. He did a whole series of paintings of me, hundreds. Said I was his muse. It was flattering for a while, but the man is a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
Tell me about yourself.
My favorite subject. Simply put, darling, I'm the greatest actress in the world. When this international scuffle blows over, I shall return to the silver screen and lead the world to a new golden age of cinema. Did you need something else?
Yeah. So I think the Overseer's office is where I need to go. So we'll head there right now. Overseer. Thankfully we got the key. Alright. Safe has been emptied. Let's look through the terminal. Vault 118 is designed to test the social interactions between the working class and ultra-wealthy when under confined conditions. Working in conjunction with staff from the Cliff's Edge Hotel, this vault shall function as a luxury hotel to attract the necessary testing subjects. Upon beginning the tests, additional subjects shall be admitted from the local population into a second, much inferior wing of the vault. Okay, Operations Protocol Manual. Resident minutes. Prior to experiment activation, Vault 118 shall function as an ultra-elite hotel to attract test subjects of appropriate wealth and status. This shall be operated as clandestine area of the hotel to ensure that individuals drawn to privilege and exclusivity are present. Upon activation notice from Vault Tech, the secondary wing of the vault shall be made open to the public and selected from the local working class population. These subjects are to be taken through the exclusive areas of the vault on entry, but thereafter confined to a cramped second wing. Once residents have been admitted, the vault is to be sealed until test results can be determined. Preferential treatment. Test Group A, Ultra Elite. The subject group, not to number more than 10, shall have their every desire tended to by robotic staff, to the extent that is possible. They are considered to be above all legal restrictions when interacting with Test Group B. Test Group B, Working Class. This subject group should begin numbering 300, shall be restricted to the second wing of the vault. Measures should be taken to ensure that living conditions are uncomfortable and cramped. Food and other rations are to be extremely limited and any breach of rules are to be judged by Test Group A and enacted by robotic staff members. Okay. Staff duties and security. Due to the potential for extreme social interactions, Vault-Tec staff shall be restricted to the overseer and key research members. All other security services and maintenance positions shall be filled by robotic staff to ensure safety and test compliance. Okay. And overseer's log. Change of testing parameters. This is completely unheard of. One of the subjects from testing group A is apparently a researcher from General Atomics from some sort of advanced robotics program. He and his wife have convinced the other members of group A that with the international situation becoming tense once again, their best chance to outlast the war is to have their brains inserted into these robots. And they're doing this voluntarily. It's absolutely insane. I've tried to convince my superiors that this will completely discount the test results, but they seemed more intrigued by the idea than appalled. Okay, so that's what happened. The door wouldn't open. We received the activation notice from Vault-Tec to begin the test, despite the second wing still being incomplete. However, when I attempted to trigger the recruitment protocol for Test Group B, the system informed me that I had been locked out. Someone from Test Group A seems to have overridden the system to prevent the admittance of the local population of the island. They've been pounding on the door for days and there's nothing I can do. I can't take this. Oh God, it's been weeks now and I realized today that I've become the test subject. Instead of testing the social interactions between the locals and this group of rich assholes, it's just me trapped in here with them. They're going to live forever and I have to deal with them for the rest of my life. I can't take it. Okay. And there is a holotape, so let's just eject it and play it on our Hit-Boy. So Vault 118 Overseer's log.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Okay, so let's go investigate Juliana Riggs. We're getting close. So Juliana is in this side, I believe.
Protect and serve.
That's Santiago. No, it's over here. Yes.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Ezra was embezzling your money. That's why you killed him and framed Keith.
You were so close, Detective.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
Ezra? You're alive.
Well, congratulations on catching up, Detective. Yes, I've been masquerading as Juliana for some time now.
What's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals?
Why did you kill Juliana?
I hadn't planned on it, but Juliana figured out what I was doing and had to be dealt with swiftly. I thought I could get a bit more money out of this place before making my escape.
Well, how is this going to go down?
Not a chance. Your murder spree stops here.
Then let us end this.
Attention. This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm up to and including death if you remain in the area.
Get him!
Required by law.
Vault 118 key. Okay, so let's report our success to Maxwell.
I found the killer. It was Ezra. He killed Juliana and took her place to hide his tracks.
My word! I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like this. What happened when you confronted him?
I mean, you were right there.
He attacked me, but it's over now. Your residents are safe.
Here you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
So that's like 1,000 pre-war money right there. 500 from Juliana / Ezra, and 500 from Maxwell. So the part that bugs out, I think it's Brain Dead Part 2. I'm just going to see if it clears out from the log or not. Yeah, I think it does. Good. All right. Perfect. And that's that. I'm going to end the stream here. Let me just go find a bed. I'll go sleep in the usual bed I found. So there's beds in the this place here, I think. Yeah, over here. Can I talk to Keith?
Is everyone all right? Is everyone all right?
Okay, so that's just that. Yeah, so we'll sleep here. And yeah, I think I have a few other places I need to go and explore on the island before I leave. Among other things, there's the quarry that has the last magazine I need, and yeah, there's the Cranberry. What's it called? Cranberry Island Bog, and the quarry is right here. So those are both locations in south of the map. So I'm gonna go explore those. Yeah, that's Dima's Cache. I don't really need to go to for now. Yeah, and all the other places like this wind farm maintenance, the Harbor Grand Hotel. This is for getting the like the switch code for the wind farm, the location of the nuclear launch key, etc. So that's to do the other endings with this DLC. But yeah, so I'll mark probably the quarry as a marker, and we'll do that next time. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.